Right guys, good morning. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going muck spreading. So got a 155 and the muck spreader. Need to marry them up. First thing I need to do though is change the power shaft on the back because this runs on a 21 spline shaft and that's currently got the 6 spline on it. So I've got me thing of pliers to do that. Before I forget, we now have our new hats in stock. So this is what they look like. Got some white ones with the JM Farming logo on the front. I haven't got many, so if you want one, send me a message, we'll sort something out. We'll get some more, but everything's been a bit delayed being delivered. They took a while to make, but we've got them now. It's still a bit warm really for a hat, but we'll put it on. Oh. Alright, now I feel stupid because this is actually a 6 spline shaft. Must be the slurry tanker that's a 21. We'll put the pliers away and we'll hook it up then. In that case, that's easy. Silly Gus, why did you tell me it was 21? You lied. You didn't sniff around me lunch. Damn it. Right, so I think I've got it all hooked up correctly. I don't remember there being so many pipes last time I used it. So I don't quite know why that is, and also I don't know whether one should go to the return. But there's one way to find out. We'll go and start spreading some up. So I'm going to go and put a little bit of AdBlue in the tractor. I'm going to get my Starfire dome. I'm going to pick up my drone, which is in my truck, but I think it's out of battery, so again, only one way to find out. And then we'll head up to the field. Right, we are up in the field. Craig brought a growler up this morning. Got a lift back with John when he was checking the stock, so we've got tractor and loader up here. I've just set everything up on here. I've set up my control, so I've got this one set so that when we nudge it forward once, the bed starts moving. So we've got that all set up. We'll just reverse it so there's nothing up against the back door at the minute. And then spool 2 here, pull back, door goes up, push it down, door goes down. So that's all set up. What I'll do is I'll load up a load, I'll get myself set. I'm going to cheat and use the guidance, just because I have it, so I might as well use it. Right, we are spreading muck. First load I didn't do quite right. If you can see me there, there's quite a significant line where it got spread. I had the bed running too fast, I wasn't running fast enough in the tractor, and I basically put it on a bit thick. Normally we silage this ground, but next year it's going to be for cows, so it doesn't matter too much because it'll have all winter to break down and disappear. But I've got it going right now. Got the bed slowed right down to basically 20% oil flow. We're doing, where does it tell me here how fast we're going? 9.5k across the field. Got the power shaft running at about 700 RPM. That seems to be the number. What I will do in a minute is adjust my width, spreading about 10 meters or so. So I'll adjust that on the computer so that it's right for when we turn around and come back the other way. It's all marrying up nice. Yeah, we're spreading muck. That one had a lot of strawy stuff in it as well, that load. Craig parked the loader down this end of the pile, which is actually the newest dung we brought up, so I've taken it down the other end now, so that what we're spreading is the most rotted, so it should spread a bit more evenly as well. Right, so we are a couple loads deep. I've just got to change the working width on here to match my auto track width, so I just set it at 10 meters. Okay, all that's done. Stay there, Gussington. Right, here's today's rig. So we've got the 155 and we've got the Roland rear discharge spreader. It's only a little baby spreader. And we've got a big pile of muck. Goes on for a long way that way. You can see the ground. I mean, this is wet ground up here anyway. You can see where the dung's been, it's wet underneath. There's not really a good way of doing it cleanly, especially with a loader tractor. It's a bit easier in a handler, but this is what we're living with. There's a wasp's nest there. Just noticed that. There's wasps everywhere. They're not going to like me when I disturb that. Got a growler loaded up, ready to go. Now it's a controversial thing, but you won't change my mind. A telehandler is so much better than a loader tractor. If you were doing anything like loading a diet feeder every day of the winter to feed cattle or whatever, you just got to have a telehandler. Loader tractors have their place, don't get me wrong. They're obviously convenient for people who need a tractor most of the time and a loader some of the time. But anyone that thinks a loader tractor is better than a telehandler, you spend a month in a telehandler, doing some yard work, feeding up or whatever, and then go back to your loader tractor. And if you still reckon you're better off in your tractor, you want to book a doctor's appointment, I reckon. Anyway, we'll get this loaded up. I'm going to disturb that wasp's nest because that looks upsetting, and then we'll carry on. Now, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I have really upset the local wasp population. There's a load of them in the back of there, and I need to get to there without getting stung, and they are not happy. They are everywhere. Probably shouldn't have disturbed them, but go, 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 go! Come on out, Gus, there's wasps! Apologies, wasps. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Right. Let's continue. I'm not trying to upset the people that have loader tractors either by saying that about the loader tractor telehandler debate. There are, of course, plenty of farms across the UK where a loader tractor is the tool to have. But if you have any sort of daily need for feeding, loading, anything like that really that's, you know, taking you a good portion of your day, I just think it's the only way forward. Spreading wasps. So before anyone says it in the comments, I have served my time in a loader tractor. I've done plenty enough loader tractoring to know what they are like. Oh, it's just starting to spit with rain again. I was going to stick you on the roof, I think I still will. So you can see the loading process. Ah, well done for staying up there. Bit of a load, I need to think light thoughts. It's getting wetter, the ground as I go down, a bit softer. One good thing is the wasps are starting to disperse. Or I am dispersing the wasps, I don't know. apologies guys that there's not much drone footage. I had one battery with about half of its battery life on it, so I'm afraid that is all you're getting from the drone. I got a piece up here by the mucky to do at the end as well. I've got another little field to do. What's time now? 2 o'clock. A couple of hours we'll bash this out, I would have thought. And then darts tonight. I do love darts. Darts, darts, darts. Turn that off. I can't turn that off. The fans don't turn off. Also, I've come up with this strategy here. I've just taken the first little bit of dung along, so I'm making a mess if I drive right into the pile. That is my view. Muddy! Right, we are cracking on. We're actually up beside the pile now, on the top end of the field. Finished down the bottom. This bit here has already been spread as well, so what I'm going to do, stop the bed there, break off my line. I've got this set so that it colours in the map when the bed's moving. So although the beaters are currently going round still, they won't be colouring in. So I've got probably a couple load to fill in along this bit, and then I've got a 2 hectare piece next door there. So we should get all that done before we head back, which will be good. Be a good day's work done up here. We've got, as I said earlier, 2 other fields to do, but we need to wait for the sheep to move first. Wind's disappeared. It would be ideal time to put the drone up, but I have no drone battery. Put the bed back in gear, nudge that one forward. And what we're going to do is go up here and grab this line. And we'll spread it. There is still a bit of wind because the stuff was flying out that way. He's coming back this way a bit. And that stuff's going a long way that way. Who's been spreading muck on my steps? Yeah, a bit. Right, we're getting there. This field is now complete, so I'm going to move on to the one next door. I only need about, I think 4 loads will do that. This is the problem I'm coming up against, is there's a massive puddle there. So that ground, I'm not going to be able to drive on that without making a horrendous mess. So I might have to go around the back of the pile and get some and bring it around the other way. Also, if there's not any fence posts in that bit of hedge, I'm going to get rid of that and all. Tidy the place up a bit. Bit of ground's either been a dung pad or bale pad for bales for the last, well, I've been here, what have I been here? It'll be 3 years in April I've been here. And it's been that the entire time. We only ever silage from like here and all that way, sort of in line with that hedge down there. All the ground this side of it, a bit redundant. So once all this dung is gone this year, what we need to do is power harrow the lot up and grass seed it. Get it back, 'cause there's a fair area of field there that we're missing really. Places sheep should not be in that field. Little rascals. It should be the other side of that hedge, in that field. I think they've come through down there in that corner. But I can't move them on my own. This is not a sheepdog. So they'll have to stay there till tomorrow. Meanwhile, spreading's going well. The sun's come out, it's gorgeous. I've got a big lump of hay or something in the back here. It's going to all chuck itself out at once in a minute, I reckon. There it goes, yeah. Right, making a fair dent in this pile now. Probably have this load and one more, and that'll be about it. Look what I just found. Full size, perfectly straight pen pin. How that got in there, I don't know, because I don't really know where that would have been where we would have cleaned out. Anyway, it popped up the top of the bucket, so I fished it out and stay there and dry off. We'll go and spread this one. Right, that is me finished spreading. Just got to go and clean my wheels off. I'll do a little bit up the head end of the first field. Get rid of the muck, shut the road gate, be on our way home. Right, that's the wheels clean. Pull out. I've got to sit in the road whilst I shut this gate, which is a bit annoying. If it sounds like the tractor's revving a lot, it's doing one of those AdBlue burns, cleaning the filter or whatever it is it does. Right, I've got to sit there a minute whilst I shut the gate. I have an intermittent indicator. Oh, I've just smudged the muck all over my windscreen as well. And my indicator was going really fast, like beep, 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 beep. Which usually means there's a fault in it. I got out and checked, and it was working on the front of the tractor and it was working on the back. When I got back in, it was beeping normally. And just now I put the hazards on whilst I was sat in the road, and it wasn't beeping, but both indicator symbols were working. But when I went around the back of the tractor, the indicator wasn't working. So I need to take the indicator panel off tomorrow and have a look as to why it's not behaving. Right guys, I just got back to the yard. That is going to end today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please think about subscribing. If you haven't already, then please give the video a thumbs up, that really helps. We have got new hats in stock if you would like one. I'm going to set up a website, it's on my list of jobs to do that I need to get around to doing, but if you want one for now, either send me a message on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, anything like that, and we'll sort something out. The links to all of those are down in the description, as well as some of the merch that's on eBay. I want to stop using eBay because they charge quite a lot of money for using the site. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on another video very soon. Cheerio.